Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be cutting some grass. We have some small squares that we need, so we're going to be cutting the grass behind the cold storage sheds and then by the house up there. So hopefully we can get that all cut up and then rake it and then bale it. Most of that, actually I think this whole first crop is going to be small squares, and then hopefully we can get another cutting off. It is the first week of June. We did fast forward time. Last episode was, I believe, the first week of May. We were doing our spraying. We sped time up a little bit just because we wanted to get this cut, and there's not really a whole lot going on. So we're going to be harvesting wheat coming up. I got to check on that, but I think that is coming up in a week or two, so the second week of June maybe. But for now we're just gonna, this ain't gonna be perfect, but we're gonna do the best we can. This is just basically grass that's behind the farm here. We don't currently have any designated fields for, you know, alfalfa or anything like that. We plan on making some, but we don't have any right now, so we're just gonna get by with what we got. We should definitely be able to produce off these backfields here, pastures or whatever you want to call them. They're just, can't really build on them without hauling a lot of dirt and moving a lot of dirt. So we're now just using them for getting our bales. This 8860 is nice because it has a conditioner on it, so I don't have to go through and tet it. It's already done. All I gotta do is come through and rake it and then bale it, and then that's it. So it's nice using this. We do have a disc bind that we'll probably end up using maybe. A lot of times if we do grass round bales, we'll end up wrapping them for silage and then we'll use that. But this is very handy. We might do a few round bales on the second crop that we get off this, but like I said, this ain't gonna be perfect. Then just across the creek there as well, we're going to be getting that done as well. So that's another nice chunk. That's a lot nicer over there. It's more up and down than compared to this. So we should be able to get quite a few bales actually out of this. And then I plan on eventually buying a field, or maybe using the smaller fields that we have. We have two small fields that we have wheat in right now. Maybe I'll designate them for our alfalfa. I'd like to get some of that going as well, being that's kind of what we use around here in Wisconsin. So I would like to play around with that a little bit. It's nice that this map actually offers that. So yeah, hopefully we get some cows in a couple months here. We're just trying to get enough bales, and we're trying to get our corn silage done so we can have basically all the stuff that we need to feed them to make our TMR, our total mixed ratio. It's going to help when we have the stuff. I don't want to get them right now. Even if I got like 20, I don't think it would be worth getting them right now until we have everything. So that's why we're trying to get this done right now. And then once we get cattle, we're going to probably have quite a few to start with. And then we're going to be doing a lot of stuff for our cows. Our main operation here is going to be dairy. But we have some fields too that we're going to be using for profit. Because you got to make money, and there's not a whole lot of money in milking cows. And I mean, unless you're raising just beef, a lot of dairy cows, you know, you don't really make a whole lot. So, but being this is a game, maybe it won't be too bad. I'll have to check it out. So I'm hoping to have at least 1,000 head when I get things going here. I don't know if I'll go quite that. We'll have to check it out and see. It's going to take a lot of feed to do that. And we're going to have to kind of play and see how that works, and if we even have enough, you know, land to do it. We might have to designate a bigger field for alfalfa or something like that, or even hay. our grass. We might have to do that. We'll play around with it and see. I like doing the dairy operations on our farm. I have played on Westby, Wisconsin on here, and I have a pretty big operation on there, more beef cattle than anything, of a bunch of Angus. But once I found out this map was coming out and I had the big dairy operation here on this farm, I was like, I gotta get on that and play that. So always into that. I love the whole process, the feeding cows, the hauling manure and corn silage and all that. It's fun to me, growing up around that around here and being part of it. Some of it, it's just natural. So we're gonna continue doing this. I'm gonna do a time lapse and speed things up, and I'll catch you on the next field. Alright, we are by the house now and getting this grass cut. I'm actually thinking about, after we get the bales off here and everything, thinking about taking the plow through here and making this into a field, like an actual field. Just sort of precision farming, we can monitor this and help the yield out maybe. I think that'd be something I might do after we get, that might be next episode, we'll see. But it's nice using this. I mean, I'm running, 20 miles an hour almost. It doesn't take long to do this. I mean, we don't have a whole lot anyway. This is going to be a lot nicer because it's basically longer, straighter paths compared to the other field was more chaotic. So this will be nice. It shouldn't take too long. You can see there we got that done, and we should be able to rake it and then bale it. We probably won't bale it on this episode. We'll probably do the next episode, just because I kind of want to save some things, being that we don't have a whole lot going on right now. So not until we get our cows, there's going to be more to it. Wheat's going to be coming up. We're going to be harvesting that, like I said before. So we'll have a couple things, but we're going to be speeding time up until we get cows. That's just how it's going to be. We went from first week of May to the first week of June, and I literally didn't do nothing with it. So here's the house. Grandpa's old house, I should say. My house is over there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Once we get this off, this hay off, we're gonna, I think, take a plow through here and maybe make an episode out of that. Instead of just having be grass back here. I was actually gonna build another cold storage shed back here. Then I just decided that I don't think it's necessary. We have plenty of storage. A lot of our stuff we keep outside anyway, like semis and stuff. But it'd be kind of nice to have them stored inside almost. We'll see. We're gonna play around with some stuff, and but we're gonna get to it here, and we'll catch you guys when we are done. just like that, our first crop is down. First week of June, we got it. Now we're gonna go get the rake us some nice beautiful windrows so we can bale it. Most likely end up baling it. We'll fast forward a week and then we'll probably do the baling. Well, I'm gonna go get that and I'll be right back. Alright, we got the rake hooked up at the 4955. Let's unfold the rake and let's get this done. Lower it. Alright, here we go. Alright, that's gonna do it. We are done. We're gonna take this back to the shed. Put it in here and get the baler hooked up to the tractor. Being that we are going to use this tractor for square bales as well. So we might as well get it hooked up. We'll go the long way. And then next episode we'll do some small squares. We'll get that done. And then we'll end up loading it too with probably a skid steer or the wheel loader. Usually I use a skid steer, it's a lot faster. I can get usually 2 or 3 square bales. Use the pallet forks. It works out pretty well. Doesn't take too long. Then again, we are in farm sim. I should just use the auto loader so I don't have to worry about it. Round bales are a lot easier though, that's for sure. I went to the wrong side. I gotta go through the other entrance there. No cows yet, so we can leave all of our gates open and not have to worry about it. Alright, let's back this up. Perk it. We'll clean it on our second crop. When we do our last cutting of the year, we'll clean all of our hay equipment. Alright. We're going to hook up to our square baler. Just so we can have that ready. We'll pull this out of the shed. There we go. And we'll leave that right here, being shouldn't be in the way of anything. Alright, shut the tractor off. Yeah, we'll have to grease everything up in there and get that ready to go. And then we'll do a bunch of small squares. Already got one hay bale in there, about ready to pop out. So, alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode here. Next one, like I said, we're going to be doing the small squares. And then we're going to be loading them. And we might do some plowing on that field. But that's pretty much it. We'll catch you on the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye.